Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to TheChatDown and the final episode for this year. We've decided to take December off. I've just moved my mouse, if you could see that. I apologise for that. But yeah, so we've decided to take the rest of December off and kickstart things back in January. We need a break. But how are things, Fraser, anyway, mate? You all right? Everything been good this week?
Everything's been great. Had a good week. Had a part of week off on holiday. Went back to work later in the week. It was good to go back, mate, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I tell you what, mate, I can't wait till January. Nice holiday, will do me well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought this episode, we'd take a trip down memory lane, talk about obviously where it all started. I'm going to even talk about from before you were involved.
Okay.
Let you into a few of the trade secrets. If my lighting's a bit funny, one of my lights is broken, so I've only got one light on me at the moment, so I don't really care. It's not my problem.
It's looking a bit moody, to be quite honest with you. Half the face and shade. Looking quite cool.
One of my lights is broke, so I'm currently just using the one LED at the moment. But yeah, so do you remember how it all started? You remember how it started for you, don't you?
Yeah.
So before you got involved, TheChatDown was actually going to be called E-Spoons.
E-Spoons?
Don't ask.
I really have to ask.
So
tell me why.
I played a lot of Call of Duty online with my friend from Essex called Wigo, who I did the Ghost stories with. And what it now? We were talking about doing a podcast before we started, and then I'd spoken to you about coming onto a podcast.
Yeah.
But whilst obviously we were getting to the date of you actually coming on the podcast, we'd come up with a name and we started a Facebook page and it was called E-Spoons, and the idea was it was going to be like a Weatherspoons for the internet.
Yeah.
Because when you go to Weatherspoons, you sit and talk to people and you have a laugh and have a chat and learn things about others. But it didn't fit me because I don't drink, so it didn't make any sense.
Not at all.
And then as well as that, I always had the idea that eventually we'd have this type of format where our faces are on.
Yeah.
He never wanted to do that, so that obviously eliminated that. And then I think I said to him I'm going to do my own thing. Obviously I'd spoken to Connor about doing a logo.
Yeah.
He created the logo for us. My brother actually come up with a name for the podcast. We were sat in living room just throwing names at each other, and he threw TheChatDown, and I thought, it just stuck. I thought, do you know what? I like that.
I love TheChatDown as a name.
He's not having any royalties, but yeah, he come up with a name.
Yeah.
And then, we did first episode, and then boom, like that episode is still to this day the most viewed episode we've ever had. And that's obviously that's the route we wanted to take it, like real life stories and stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously when we did that, can you remember how it looked?
I can't now.
It was just a face, with bubble when we spoke, it like bubbled around it. We were very, very basic compared to where we are now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's really difficult to do, but
I've got to say, when you first invited me onto that, I was absolutely terrified.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say.
Just the absolute thought of it. And then all of a sudden, I started to enjoy it.
You answered the question I was going to ask you anyway. I was going to say, obviously, like for me, it was something to do. I was bored, especially during COVID. I thought I need something to keep my mind occupied. But like for you, what did you think? Like, never mind, and forget about when I asked you to be a co-host. We'll get into that in a minute. But like when I just asked you to come and tell your life story, like what we're going through your head.
I do enjoy doing my life story. I've done it in front of churches and community groups. So I've had practice and talking in front of people. But that's slightly different than talking to a microphone.
Yeah.
And not have any reaction from outside sources.
Yeah.
And just the thought of it was terrifying. I wanted to pull out so many times before we went on, but I'm the sort of person that wants to give everything a go.
Well, yeah.
And I thought, well, what's the worst that could happen? And so I went with it. And
Fair play.
and the rest is sort of history.
Yeah,
And
well,
now I look forward to doing this.
well, from there, I went on and did. So I spent stupid amounts of money, which I didn't need to spend.
Yeah.
And then I ended up doing 3 more. I did one with We Go, which was the ghost one. So that were ghost stories. I did one with Katie, which was spirituality, which was the first one where I was like, oh, there's other interests that we could bring into this.
Yeah.
And it was really, really good. Then I had what did I have? Oh, so I actually recorded one that's never ever been released.
Really?
Yeah, so I went down to my mum's house, of course. So we've always believed my mum's house is haunted, like we always have done. I call the ghost Linda, and Linda's my bitch. So,
A ghost bitch.
Yeah, she is. Linda's my bitch. But like, so I went down there and we spoke to my brother and my sister about like all the stuff that's gone on in the house. But there were that many interruptions, man. It just got to a point where all you could hear was dogs barking, doors opening, and we never released it.
Yeah.
So I thought, sod that. That's just a lost cause. I don't even know where that is. It's on a memory card somewhere.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind listening to that at some point. I'll be honest with you.
It was a good episode. It was a really good episode, and it is an episode I want to do again. I want to get all of us on and do. I want to do a Ghost Stories Part 2.
Yeah.
With me, you, my sister, and my brother.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna do that, like, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I really want to do a Ghost Stories Part 2.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love that.
But it's so weird, man. Even if we just do a Ghost Stories Part 2 and it's only me and you, it'll still be sick.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so obviously did that. And I think I quit, didn't I? I stopped doing it.
You did.
I stopped doing it.
I asked you why.
Yeah, and when you asked me why, I was like, oh, I must say as well, obviously, so when the first episode went out, that nearly didn't ever come out. If it weren't for Connor messaging me at 11 o'clock at night saying, I think I can help you, it wouldn't have happened. And then he had it. He's been with us ever since.
Yeah.
And he makes sure that everything's running smooth for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I quit. And then Fraser said to me, why do you not do it anymore? Oh, that's fucking point. It's boring. I didn't enjoy it then. But that was because I'd spent so much money on it. And I wasn't getting the results that I thought we deserved.
Yeah.
So then I think I said something. Didn't I say to you, oh, well, why don't you do it then with me?
Yeah. And I went, yeah.
And then we did.
I think I'm the sort of person that'll just, without thinking, give an honest reaction. And that honest reaction is usually the one that I should go with anyway.
Yeah.
And to put yourself out of a comfort zone is the only way you're going to stretch yourself as a person and to become stronger.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, and then obviously, I think we did the care episode we did first? No, it was so we did a welcome back episode.
Yeah.
And then we did a care episode, which I believe was called "What Is Care Really Like" or something like that.
Yeah.
And that would I think that was deep in pandemic, wasn't it? That like
time. That was right in the middle at the beginning.
Which, for anyone that enjoyed that, just so you are aware, there is a part 2 to that coming out in the new year, called Reality of Care. So keep a listen out for that one. That's going to be a really, really good one. We've got it all planned out. But yeah, so, I mean, how do you think this year's gone?
For the podcast?
Yeah, solely podcast.
Yeah. I feel that we've had a solid time. We've done some good episodes. I feel that as we've gone along, our chemistry's got stronger together.
Yeah.
And we've bounced off each other. As a personal, just me, I feel a lot more confident, a lot more happy doing this.
Yeah.
I think it's becoming a more natural thing. I just take it as I'm just chatting with my mate.
Do you know what my highlight of all of this is?
Yeah.
On
No.
on a Tuesday at 6 o'clock, I'll sit down with my daughter and we'll watch the countdown on YouTube. Then the theme song will come on. You can see she knows what's coming. She gets hyped up, and then as soon as it pops up, she'll go up to the TV. It's Daddy, Fraser, Daddy.
That is so amazing.
That to me, I'm like, my daughter's watching me on telly and she's loving it. Like that's the highlight for me.
Yeah. I love that. I love that she says that's Fraser.
She does.
I love that.
She says, Fraser, Daddy. She's awesome, man. She comes
that
out
is
with
so
some
sweet.
stuff. But she's watched so many episodes with me.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's a kid. I think she's not going to be interested in that. She's 2-year-old. But she'll sit and watch it with me, or she'll stand at the telly and watch it.
Yeah.
And she loves
We'll
the
wait
music.
for the day when she's a guest.
Yeah. Oh, please.
Yeah.
I hope she never has the type of story we're telling her.
Oh, God, no. No way.
But,
no way.
Yeah, but she loves the ending bit, the music bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, Connor's done that cool, like, I don't even know what you call it, but sound waves.
Outro. Yeah.
She loves that bit. Especially when he did the Halloween one. She really liked that song.
Yeah. I did enjoy the Halloween one. That was a good episode. I really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, I think we've had some good ones this year. I think we've had some really good episodes. As community's got a little bit smaller, but I think that's due to, obviously, that's our fault for the break and stuff.
Yeah.
But like obviously next year, I want us to just go a whole year with no breaks. I don't want us to miss one.
Yeah, I can do. I'm in for that 100%.
And we've got some extra stuff coming. So the TheChatDown Extra will be launched next year, which
Brilliant.
It'll be on the same channel. I'm not making another channel because I sod that. But it'll just be random videos and stuff. And that's obviously why Connor's not with us tonight, because he's working on some stuff for that for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's, I don't know. I mean, we planned on finishing this year off with an interview from Connor to explain everything, but I think that'd be something good for next year. The man behind the logo, so we call it something like that. But yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know, what's your favourite episode been out of all of them we've done?
Out of all of them, let me think. I'm not really sure. I've enjoyed the ones when we've had Keon on.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed them because it was a good conversation. And the Bad Witch episode, that was really good. I thought she was a fantastic guest because she was so open with the conversation. Yeah. And it really flowed like three people just getting on and just talking to each other and appreciating each other. And I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I have to say, especially throughout this year, the Bad Witch official episode has to have been my favourite one. That's the one where I walked away from it and learned something. That's the one that helped me get into reading. She had a way of talking to us that were like, wow, I might have a look into that. So yeah,
she intrigued me with what she said. I do understand exactly what you're saying. It was so. I went in with a bit of a closed mind, and by the time we talked for about 5 minutes, I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Definitely.
I was 100% in.
So shout out the Bad Witch official.
Yeah,
for giving it
big shout out to you.
You have won the best episode of the year.
Yeah, there's no award.
But then close second for me would actually be a recent one with Riv and Roo. With Reese, and I think that's just because he's someone I know and like I've seen his progression.
Yeah, now you've brought that one up. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I think it was just nice to see somebody else from where I'm from succeeding what they're wanting to succeed in. I really thoroughly enjoyed that one.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I did as well. Yeah.
I think we've had a really good year. We've done well. We're going to do better next year. Of course we are, because the only way now is up.
Every episode, I feel that there's been an improvement in how we do it and
Yeah.
how we talk. And we both have these little triggers where we can see that you're going to speak or I'm going to speak. And that relationship is really building up into something special.
Yeah.
And it can only get better.
Yeah, and I think that's it. Like, obviously, so just a little teaser for people. Like, obviously, we've been speaking about like the hot sauce challenges and the sour challenges and like stuff like that to do. Even if people don't watch them, it's a memory for us.
Yeah,
It's going to be
absolutely.
fun. We're going to have a laugh recording it. We're going to try something new because we're going to be recording it together in the same room.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just going to bring a completely new element to the whole TheChatDown brand.
Yeah.
You know, I know we're primarily a podcast, but I want that as to provide that extra content for people, so that there is
Yeah.
more than just, because we do have this year. I think we've had quite a lot of throwaway episodes.
Yeah, I think we have, yeah.
Like this one. I'm straight be honest, it is a throwaway episode to get us through the year,
Yeah.
just as a close off for us. But
Yeah.
you know, there's people that sit there and still watch them.
And we're there for that. My main thing is that we're going to give them some information, some knowledge, but entertain as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be a blend of everything for it to work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've really, really enjoyed myself.
I have.
I do think we need to up it next year for definite. We definitely need to up his game a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's why we're going to sit down, have a chat, and get some things in place. So we've got something for every single month.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously, something for you guys to look forward to. As well as that, there is going to be a live stream at Christmas time, just so we can listen to some Christmas songs together, chill out, and have a laugh. Yeah, but that's not going to be serious. That's just going to be a quick live stream, and that's going to be part of the chat down extra content, if it gets given to me on time. But yeah, there's not really much else to talk about this year for this one. Apart from is what you're looking forward to? Like, what are you looking forward to most for next year?
What? Oh dear. Just pushing myself even further than I've done.
Yeah.
Do new things. I've been listening to a book. I couldn't tell you what it's called, but it's on about success. And when you're scared of something, it says you ask yourself two questions. Why are you scared? Well, is it because people won't like what you're doing, or they'll disagree with what you're saying, or is it because you just don't have the courage to do it? Yes or no question. And if it's because you're scared to do it, there was a story, this is a better example of somebody who wouldn't do something, and they said, I don't want to do it because if it goes wrong, I will regret it. So he asked the question, you're 90 years old and you're lying on your deathbed and you're looking back on the choices that you made. How would you feel that you haven't done the thing you wanted to do? And they said, I'd regret it. And he said, well, if you do that, there's nothing you can do about the regret. So do whatever you have to do to make yourself complete. And if you do regret it, you can get over it and try a new thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do next year. I'm going to push myself at work, at home, at the podcast. I'm going to improve myself next year to what I am. And this time next year, I can be even more positive about my life because I'll have got everything out of that I want to do. I'm not going to live on a regret attitude. I'm going to be a positive attitude.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking forward to. I think more than anything, I am just looking forward to see where we can take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take every day as it comes. I don't take life too serious. So I think I'm going to set myself a goal because I think it's important. We're going to hit 1,000 subscribers next year. That is one of my goals. I want us to hit 1,000 subscribers. it's going to be hard work, especially we're in a space where there's so many people that are doing it,
Yeah.
and there's so many people that do it better than we do. But I believe we have something that people will like,
Yeah.
and people understand. Watching this, they're not going to understand that, but when the new stuff comes out, and like we are going to take over this scene very, very quickly.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I could be wrong, but I'm very, very
Yeah.
confident that we're gonna. Between the three of us, we have the skills to do it. So
I'm going
let's
to
do it.
become more proactive, Scott.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm going to be not just the person that comes on and talks with you, but I'm going to be proactive in the image and pushing it out, getting it on social media, because that does put a bit of fear into me because it's doing something that I'm not used to. But what can go wrong? I'm not successful. And if I'm not successful, I'll try another time. There was another part of the book that I'm going to share with you, and it says, when you're 4 years old, you'll practice something and practice something and practice something until you're good at it.
Yeah.
And when you grow up, you don't have that attitude. You try something and you don't succeed and you give up. Well, next year I'm going to be a 4-year-old and I'm going to keep doing things until I succeed at it.
I don't think I've ever grown up.
Yeah, well, I don't either. But she'll be really happy to know that I'm going to say a 4-year-old.
Yeah, it is one thing I've always strongly believed in, that you should never give up on your dreams ever.
Yeah.
I feel like we are living my current dream. My dream is to
Yeah.
have a podcast. We have the podcast. Now my next dream is to make it something.
Yeah. You see, that was never my dream. I never had that dream. I never thought anything about doing this. And now it is part of my dream. I want this to be successful for me and you and Connor.
And we'll get there.
Because we deserve it as 3 decent guys. And the sky's the limit, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. And, we're getting more interest every day. So
yeah,
we have to put that foot on the gas very hard come New Year. We need to smash it, because if we don't, we're going to lose that focus and we're going to lose that drive. But then again, I think another thing I'm looking forward to is releasing my book. So one of my biggest fears has always been releasing a book about my life story, because of course people are going to make their own judgments. But then I've thought to myself, well, that's up to them. I mean,
if you help one person with your book that reads it, that helps them transform their life, well, that's a really good thing, because that's somebody who could have wasted their life.
Yeah, true.
Just for one person. And that's how I look at life, that if I help one person, well, that's been a success.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree.
And then when you've done that one person, then you can go on to the next person and so on.
Yeah, so obviously I've got that book coming out, which is completely about my life story. And then I've got one that's actually it's not a real story, but it's based on a lot of characters that I've met over the years, which I'm not going to say anything about that, but that's going to be incredible. I'm really looking forward to that one more than my life story one. Because I feel like I've built the character. I made on paper, and the character is very, very. There's so much going on in this one character's mind and what's happening in their life. It's going to be amazing, honestly. I can't wait for that one more than anything.
That is going to be good.
It's going to be really good. And I've finally got a name for it, which I will share with you after this.
Yeah, cool.
It's going to be really good. And apart from that, I don't think there's all else. Oh, of course, Kay's Wildlife's coming out next year. How can I forget?
Yeah. That's going to be amazing.
So that mine and my kids' channel will officially be launched next year. I think we're aiming for either February or March. Let the weather warm up a little bit as well.
Are you going to do some teasers on it?
No, it's just going to come out. Because the content it is, I can't really do teasers because Or
Yeah.
they're living creatures, so do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's as and when you can get the footage. But I've got some cool ideas for that that involve my kids. I really
Yeah.
want my girlfriend to be involved in it, but she's just not. It's not her thing, so
Yeah.
I can't force it upon her. But I'd love her to be involved because she's interested in it, but she's not really into the whole behind the camera.
Yeah.
That's more my thing. I like being in limelight a little bit, I suppose. Um, but yeah, man, it's weird. Like, so much has happened this year. Not just even with the podcast. Obviously, the podcast has done really well. But
Yeah.
we've done well in his lives as well, man. We've both been promoted
Yeah.
this year.
But you've started writing a book. I've
Yeah.
started writing poetry. And we've got the group on Tuesday. We had the last one off, so we didn't do anything. But I'm so looking forward to getting back to my little group and just doing some work together.
Yeah. I think my
This is
girlfriend's had about
such.
3 cars this year. She wants a new one, man. She wants a BMW.
Oh dear.
She loves the cars. I can't blame her. She's a good driver though, so
Yeah.
I don't mind her getting a nice car because I know it's going to be safe.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
Yeah, and she's a really good driver. I'd trust. I wouldn't care if there were a seat in there. I'd still sit in it.
Yeah. To be quite honest, part of life is getting some enjoyment out of what you do as well.
Yeah.
And not just to go out and have a good time in the car and have a drive. That's what me and Sheila love. We just like going out. Maybe just drive around with Wakefield. Go for a journey. It doesn't matter where we go.
That's it. So I think we're not going to see anyone for New Year. Because obviously we're going to be having it on a break. So
Yeah.
I think now we're speaking about next year. Give me some of your New Year's resolutions. You can have 3. Give me 3 New Year's resolutions, and we're going to clip this and we're going to hold each other to it.
Right. I'm going to stop smoking.
Right.
I'm going to keep off my phone at work.
Yeah.
And try to eat healthier next year. Lose a bit of the old
I like that
timber.
So one of mine similar to that. So my first one is either own a house or have the money to own a house. Second one would be to not so much lose some weight, but tone up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then my third one would be to take my girlfriend on holiday abroad.
Yeah.
Because I think we deserve it. So we've been through some tough times for the past 2 years, so we deserve it. I think that'd be my third one. Take her abroad with me, and get out of this country for a bit. Just me and her, no kids. And just really spend some quality time with each other.
That's what it is. That's what life is.
So yeah, we've got to all
make some memories.
Yours are a bit easier to hold than mine, but yeah. Although the quit smoking one, I do you know what I say every year? Every year I say I'm gonna quit smoking this year. I never do. Never, man. Smoking is just terrible. It's so hard. It's just hard.
Yeah. What a grip it's got on you. It's just. It's harder to get off hard drugs than nicotine. And maybe you should have had one for Coca-Cola.
No.
They're going to drink 10 litres a day instead of 20.
No. We're going to go up to 30, mate. Going down. Listen, I need some excitement, man. Coca-Cola and smoking, they're my things.
At least it ain't whiskey, is it?
Do you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I've said this to our lass before. I wish I could just come home, have a beer, just chill out for a day like a lot of people do, but I can't.
Yeah.
I don't drink it.
Yeah.
We bought some Copperbergs together when we went out shopping. It's one of the ones that you had and nearly pissed yourself.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up.
But we both opened a can each, and neither of us drank it.
Yeah,
because she's not a big drinker herself. So
I've got loads of bottles of Budweiser in my fridge, and they've been there for ages. Because I come home and I'd rather have a cup of tea. rather than come home and have a beer, because I don't want that to be my routine. That I have a beer every day. How long is it before I have 2 beers every day? 6. It gets a grip on you,
Yeah, it does.
out of control. So
It
I'm not
definitely
letting that.
does.
I'm not allowing that, Scott.
But it's yeah, I suppose it's like anything though, when as soon as it becomes a habit, it's really hard to get out of.
Yeah,
But now, so with New Year's resolutions, obviously Christmas is coming up. I can't
yeah,
wait for Christmas. Christmas is gonna be good, man.
yeah,
I'm looking forward to Christmas. I hope my girlfriend doesn't have to work because that'd suck. Um,
yeah,
but I'm hoping to have a good Christmas at home this year. I'm
yeah.
cooking, so I might not have a family by the end of it. But um, but yeah, I'm
Can't
cooking.
come back to work. I've
Yeah.
got food poisoning.
But I'm cooking Christmas dinner this year, so we might never see the rest of my family again. Um,
We're doing it joint Christmas dinner. Me and Sheila. We're
uh,
both going to do it.
well, I think it's about time I cook some, I suppose.
Yeah. My first ever meal that I cooked Sheila, which was many, many years ago, was a Christmas dinner. And I stressed so much about it. I gave myself a massive migraine. I just sat just stroking my head all night because I was so ill.
Bless her. That's cute.
Yeah. And I
Um,
didn't eat any of the Christmas dinner either because I was that ill.
well, that's what I'm worried about. See, I pick at food, so I'm worried that I'm gonna cook it, pick,
And
and not eat it.
yeah,
And if I don't eat it, how can I expect anyone else to eat it?
you just got to force
Yeah.
yourself, mate. Force yourself.
But yeah, she does a lot of cooking normally, so I thought pull my finger out my ass and
We'll have a
and
bottle
wash
of
it.
good stuff.
Yeah, and wash it before I
Yeah,
start
please
cooking.
do. Give them a good wash. Have a sniff at it. If
Yeah.
it's clean, go for it. Yeah, we're going to have a bottle of champagne with Christmas dinner. So I'm really looking forward to my champagne. We only have it every now and then.
Yeah, I've never had it. Oh, I tell you what, I am looking forward to Christmas. Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Have you seen the new trailer?
Don't you be going with somebody else?
Oh,
Because
listen, I'm off with the first person that's free. I don't care.
that's me.
I don't care about
That's-
any of yours. I'm going with the
That's
first
me.
person that's free.
That's me. I will make sure that I'm free.
But yeah, I cannot wait for that.
It's going to be superb.
Well, I've seen Eternals. You've seen Eternals, haven't you?
I've seen the Turtles, yeah.
Oh,
Have you watched Hawkeye yet?
no, I'm waiting until they all come out.
Wait until they'll come out.
Yeah. I've watched.
It's
all
becoming
other
really
ones.
difficult for me, Scott, because I've got all this information in my head now about Hawkeye. And I've got nobody to talk to about.
Well, that's tough because I'm not watching it.
It's harsh.
No, the problem I have with that is, so I watched The Winter Soldier and I watched all of Loki, but the problem is I was watching it and I was getting pissed off that I had to wait a week to watch the next one.
I hate it.
So I'm
I
just
love
wait.
when you've got a whole series and you've got a day off and you can just bang it out.
Yeah.
Just one after another. I need a new television program at the moment because I haven't got anything at the moment. Just
what
lost.
have me and our last just watched? Oh, we watched a film and it was really good. 21 Bridges.
Yeah, I've seen that. Brilliant film.
Mate, what a film. What a film. Chadwick Boseman, man. What
Yeah,
a legend.
yeah.
What a legend. Rest in peace. Absolute legend you are. That is a good film. I'm sure
Yeah.
she didn't enjoy it. She fell asleep.
No,
she fell asleep like she does on every film we watch.
Does she? Bless her.
Yeah, she's knackered all the time, isn't she, from working? So
I know.
she fell asleep. I carried on watching it. Oh, mate. I couldn't keep my eyes off screen. I tell you what, though. Do you know what I watched the other day? Yesterday, I think it was. Paw Patrol, the movie. Oh, Fraser.
Is it good?
Yeah. I've seen shitter superhero films.
Yeah.
It was really good. Me and our lass were sat there. So kids are sat on sofa, they're watching it, and then me and our lass are sat back at sofa. We're getting more excited over Chase doing like crazy stuff than kids are.
I think that's how it is, to be quite honest with you.
Mate, it was so good. Listen, me and Paw Patrol have a thing, right? I've been through those series twice now. I went through
Yeah.
them with my son, and now I'm going through them with my daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to enjoy the movie. It was good. So good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we watched that. As soon as it finished, I rang my mum to tell her how good it was. 26-year-old ringing my mum to tell her how good Paw Patrol was.
Paw Patrol.
Oh, it's so good, mate.
I think I'm going to have to watch it now.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Connor. Right. Well, if you're listening to this, make my daughter's day. At the end of this podcast, play the Paw Patrol theme music remix. It's a challenge for you. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's finish the year off with the Paw Patrol theme song. People are going to be so confused. Please put a pop up that says it's for my daughter.
Let's do it.
But yeah, man. I don't think there's much else to talk about, to be honest, Fraser. I don't think you know, we're at that time of year where we're just chilled out. We don't really want to. We just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
all I've done today is sleep.
Oh mate, it's your day off, innit? So why not?
Yeah.
But you know, this is the time of year where family is very important. So for anyone that's listening, make sure you use this time of the year to reach out to your loved ones, to, you know, be close to the people that you love, share those moments that you might not have got all year. I know me and Fraser will definitely be doing that. We work very hard all year round, so it's time now to give back to us families a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think we should close it off here. I'm gonna go upstairs and spend some time with the missus.
Yep.
And I'm sure Fraser's doing the same thing. So
I'm not. I'm going to go downstairs.
Yeah, he's going downstairs. So from me and Fraser, obviously, love to you all. Make sure you use this time for you and your family. Don't forget to follow and subscribe all of the channels. The links are in the description. We have been TheChatDown, and peace.
Paw Patrol, we'll be there on the double. Whenever there is trouble around Adventure Bay, Ryder and his team of pups will come and save the day. Yeah, me and Ryder right around town, Adventure Bay. Somebody needs some help, them pups will be there right away. The captain's coming, come along too. If you got 4 legs, you got 2. Let me hear the name of the crew. We got Marshall, Bubble, Chase, Rocky, Suma, Sky. Paw Patrol, whenever you're in trouble. Paw Patrol, we'll be there on the double.
If something's going wrong, call that Paw Patrol. You wanna have some fun, call that Paw Patrol. Who gon' save the day? Oh, that's that Paw Patrol. We gon' tell her one more time, we got
Marshall, Bubble, Chase, Rocky, Zuma, Sky. On the way. Paw Patrol, whenever you're in trouble. Paw Patrol, we'll be there on the double. No job is too big, no pup is too small. Paw Patrol, we're on the road. Paw Patrol, here